just so everyone's aware, we are going to be kind of being a bit interactive with this one. And the reason for that really is because it was a little bit of a lifesaver for me going through lockdown. So I'm just going to share my screen with everyone, but you are going to be using your chat and you will also be using Jamboard at some point. And this really is just an adaptation of something I really enjoy that you can also use in the classroom if you feel that way inclined. So we're going to play a game, or a shortened version of a game that I love off the TV called House of Games. But this is obviously my one. And it's inspired by a TV program which is on in England at 6 p.m. on weekdays, Richard Osman's House of Games. And it's basically throughout lockdown and since we've been back as well, it's been my 30 minutes of chill at the end of every day. So it doesn't matter how kind of hectic and mental the whole world gets. I love a game show, but I don't like the kind of the flashy whiz bang fireworks of it and everything else. So as you can see from the picture there, this is a very, very relaxed game show that just involves 4 people sat in an armchair having a go at some questions and no one really caring whether they get it right or get it wrong. So what we're going to do, most of the answers we're going to pop in the chat, and I'm going to trust you to keep your own scores as we're going through, and I'll explain as we go through, but there will be around where we use a Jamboard as well, but I'll share that with you as we need to. So we're going to make a start with round 1, which is the highbrow, lowbrow question. And all you need to do with this one, there's going to be a clue appear for the question. And then when that clue appears, you can have a guess at the answer. You can pop that in the chat. If you get it right after the first clue, you're going to get 2 points for getting it right. But if you get it right after the second clue, then you're going to get 1 point. But both clues are completely different things that give exactly the same answer. So one's quite highbrow, one's quite formal, and the other one's a little bit more fun and jokey. So just to kick us off, question 1 on round 1, the highbrow clue is a version of a product with just enough features to be usable by early customers who can then provide feedback for future developments. Okay, so Georgina's gone with him. We're going to go with your first answer to start with. So MVP beta, MVP prototype. Okay. And then the lowbrow question is the player who contributes the most to his or her team's success. Absolutely. So Georgina and Abid, spot on. You get your 2 points for getting it from the highbrow question. Dave, Andy, Rob, you get 1 point for getting it from the lowbrow question. Okay? So you get the idea now, right? And Georgina is cheering GIF, whoever GIF is. There we go. So as you can see, really laid back. Question 2 then. Here's your highbrow question. A very small computer that you can carry with you to store information and to do simple computer jobs. Lots of, not quite so obvious, that one. Oh, GPT tablet. Okay. Interesting. Any more? Mobile. Yeah, okay. Raspberry Pi. No, that's your dessert, Ben. Okay. Lowbrow question then. Amorous actions between partners in the presence of others. It's a bit of a cryptic one. Amorous actions between partners in the presence of others. It's the same answer for the first question. Mr. Leonard in there with the PDA. Absolutely. The PDA. Spot on. Public display of affection, of course, is the lowbrow answer there. So 1 point to Dave. No points to anybody else on that question. Dave, I think you're in the lead. Well, maybe drawing. Actually, you know, you're drawing, aren't you? There we go. Next question then. Highbrow question. A detailed strategy designed to lead improvement in outcomes. A detailed strategy designed to lead improvement in outcomes. Oh, a master plan. That sounds a bit evil, Dave. Andy's been a lot more. Oh, OKR, SKPI. Georgina's just fell on her keyboard, I think. Vision. Okay. It's not LOL. No. Okay. Let's try the lowbrow question. A type of popular music with a strong rhythm in which the words are spoken, not sung. Rob's straight in there with rap. Absolutely. Obviously, spoken music, rap, and a raising attainment plan or a raising achievement plan or whatever it might be as a rap being the correct answer there. Well done to Rob. And final one in this round. Independent body that prosecutes criminal cases that have been investigated by the police and other investigative organisations in England and Wales. Abid's got his thesaurus out. Okay. Let's go with the lowbrow question. Starting point for teacher salary scales here in England. And the answer isn't just really low. Abid's changing his mind. Interesting. I mean, do you want to keep with your changed mind, Abid? Because TLR question mark. Oh, no, you're sticking with CPS, are you? There we go, CPS. Crown Prosecution Service and the Common Pay Scale. There we go. So that's the end of round one. Just pop your overall scores in the chat and let's see how everyone's doing. And then we're going to go into a game of Where in the World. And I'm going to put a link to Jamboard in the chat. And you can go in and you can join that Jamboard. You're going to see exactly the same as what's on the screen for me as well. But it's essentially just the Jamboard version of exactly the same thing that I'm looking at. And all you've got to do, it's pretty obvious what you've got to do. You've got to show us where you think those individual places are by dragging the little circle into the right place. So the first question on round two, you just click and drag on your Jamboard. So can you tell us where is Estonia? You've got a very, very short space of time on this one. Whoever's closest is going to get the points. Ooh, close. Okay, we're all in the region. It's really good doing it this way as well because I've got no idea who these people are now because we've got aardvarks, anteaters, and all sorts of things. So we're just going to have to be very, very trusting. So the correct answer is, well, the closest answer, shall we say, is whoever is the blue circle. Who's the blue circle? Oh. So the blue circle, Estonia, right there, exactly, pretty much on the dot. So 1 point if you manage to get that one. And then we move on to the second one, which when I played this with my students, they tried to tell me I'd spelt surname wrong. So now we're looking at Suriname. Suriname. Ah, yes, Dave. Yeah, the stakes are high, aren't they? So where is Suriname? Okay. No extra points for people who've got Google Maps up next to them on another device, or people who are former geography teachers who might be just listening in. Okay, pretty close this one. The correct answer for which one is Suriname, or where is Suriname, the closest, I think I'm going to have to give it to yellow there. Pretty close. So whoever the yellow was, you're just slightly south, but close enough, I think. Definitely the closest. Let's go for question 3 then. This one's in the UK. Where's the Wash? The Wash. This will be a good one for you, Georgina. now that you're obviously British. Oh, no joy from. Do you not wash in Scotland, Claire? Okay. Needs to be in a few of our classrooms. Love it. Okay. Right. Noticeably less people confident than this one. The closest answer, though, the closest and the person getting the marks is going to be whoever's used the white circle. The wash is that little kind of chunk just to the top left of where that white circle is. That's the wash. Well done, Georgina. See? English through and through. And then the final question in this round, where in the world, is where's Mount Rushmore on that map? Where's Mount Rushmore? Oh, yeah, it's a big country, so you got a lot to choose from here. Awful lot to choose from. Oh, that's a bit of a spread as well, isn't it? Right. Let's see. The points are going to go to the blue circle is going to get that one. The blue circle is the closest. Definitely. I think that's an alpaca, but I'm only guessing. Mount Rushmore, round about there. Okay. So blue circle gets a point. Let's have a quick show in the chat of your total points so far. Go for it. Before we move on to round 3, which will be Synonym Club. It's 1 point for if you got it right. So whoever's closest got the points. So you got a point, Georgina. And the next one, Synonym Club. You can probably guess. The carrots are peeled. Excellent. Is that, yeah, I mean, we might have a bonus round for carrots, seeing as they're orange. I like orange. I don't know why. 5 or 6, depending on whether anyone else gets 5 or 6, I suppose, Abid. Okay, let's move on to round 3 then. Back in the chat for this one. This time, you're going to see some famous quotes from popular movies or films. And all I want to know is, what film is it? So the first one, and giving you a clue here with the year, is 1996. It's a paraphrase of "My interest was captured" with "all right." Very cryptic. So you won't see this exact quote or hear this exact quote, but paraphrased, hence the synonym. Abid is typing. My interest was captured with "all right." Let's see how we get on. I'm going to run a timer on these ones. So, going to need... Oh, in comes the Innovator Program with correct answer. Jerry Maguire. It was the film we were looking for, but Dave's got the translation there. You have me at hello. Absolutely. So I'm going to give 2 points to Andy and a point to Dave for translating it anyway. There we go. Right, next question. Nobody puts Bern in Thnuck. 1987. Claire should get this one. There we go. Straight in. Yep, Dirty Dancing. Absolutely. Thnuck being Scottish for a corner, apparently. And Bern, of course. So, 2 points for getting that right. Question 3. Apply the Appian byproduct, then remove. 1984. Apply the Appian byproduct, and then remove. You're still doing better than Steph would have done, Abid. Apply the Appian byproduct, then remove. It's not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's not Birdcage. It's an absolute classic. You're going to kick yourselves. or other people. That might be a clue. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was Wax On, Wax Off, Karate Kid. There we go. Apium byproduct. Of course, apium byproduct being wax. And the final one on round 3. The kelp inevitably appears more viridescent when in the waters of another. The kelp inevitably appears more viridescent when in the waters of another. Last question for round 3. You were 9 in 1989. Ah, I wish I was. I was 13. Oh, Dave's not a million miles away there. It's a bit of a clue. Going to give you another 10 seconds. Oh, thanks, Claire. That's made me feel better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Okay. Well, the correct answer was Little Mermaid, because the seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. Okay, round 4, answer smash. I'm going to give you, this is the last round. Okay, let's have a quick show of scores in the chat while I show you an example of answer smash if you've never seen it before. So these are EdTech celebrities. So what we've got here, we've got an image and we've got some words. And what we've got to try and do is smash the 2 answers together. So Georgina's correctly identified Pear Deck there. And the longtime showbiz partner of Ant McPartlin, of TV's Ant and Dec, would give us an answer that is Pear Declan Donnelly. So you have to smash the answers together. So this is very much about wording it correctly. So it's either right or wrong, depending on how well you go. Okay? Answers in the chat. There's no half points. You just get it right or wrong. Okay, so here we go. First one. That product, and a singer-songwriter and a cornflake girl. Smash those 2 answers together. What do we get? You only got 20 seconds. Right, you're getting there. Not quite right. Ah, Dave Leonard with the marks there. Book Creatori Amos. Absolutely. Well done. And the next one. Add-on bands. We've got a docs extension that allows you to see how the contents of a document developed, and a band. Smash the 2 together. What do we get? Not quite, Georgina. My money's on Andy for this one, but he might be busy. Ah, indeed. There we go. Look, Draft Backstreet Boys. Spot on. Okay, points to Andy. Next one. Popular app that allows you to type less and talk more. It's not Andy Rocks, although that would be a great band. Popular app that allows you to type less and talk more. It's a well-known slogan. Close, Ben, but not quite. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Now I know Andy's busy because he would have got this one. Yes, Dave Leonard, Motorhead. Absolutely, Motorhead. There we go. So final scores in the chat, guys, with about 5 seconds to go. Go for it. Who's going to be our winner? Is it going to be Abid with 5 or 6? It looks like it might be, although for somebody who was in and out, Innovator Program did pretty well there. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it. Do check out the next session. Palm, Sweat and Tears.
Thank you, Darren. Wonderful session.
Well done.